Okay. So, what have we done for 2 hours? What has this done?
This has made itself bigger.
So, what is that called? It's called proofing, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's all you see all the bubbles?
Yeah.
That's all the burps and farts that the yeast was doing. So now it's gotten bigger, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to. This is a bench scraper. Okay, it's good. We're gonna scrape that out of there. We're gonna make a little bit of a mess here on the counter. Okay. We don't get to do this very often. So we're gonna put some of this flour out on here, and then we're going to take this and we are going to knead it some more. We gotta deflate it. We gotta get.
We'll put it on the table.
We're gonna put it on the counter. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We gotta, but that's what you gotta do. You gotta knead it one more time and let it rise. So we're done with this. So, feel it. It's sticky. It's kind of sticky. Isn't it?
It feels like dough.
Well, that's what it is dough, you silly. So now...
No, I mean like gooey dough. Like
Well...
dough that's dude, like if you have a piece of bread and you dig in there with your hand, like start doing that with it. Like, yeah, let's pretend that's a piece of bread and you took some of the crust out and you put your hand inside there and you start like doing that to it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like that feels like.
Huh.
I bet some other people.
So you want to do some kneading? So do you remember you flatten it out, right? Press it down just a little bit. There you go. Don't be too hard on it, because see, look at the bubbles. See the bubbles? So you just want to kind of lightly press it down, and what you're doing is you're moving the yeast around. Now you gotta fold it, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
The same thing that we did this morning.
This earlier, yes. Okay, now fold it this way. This way. There you go. There you go. You hear the little pops? Because all the bubbles?
They're popping from because you're pushing on it.
That's right.
Like.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, can you flip that over like that?
Kind of feels like Play-Doh.
It does kind of feel like Play-Doh, doesn't it? Just a little bit, doesn't it?
That's really, really squishy.
Really squishy?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is see how you've made a pretty ball on here and it's nice and smooth.
It kind of looks like angel hair because it's really smooth and...
You think?
Yeah, if it was strips. Angel hair has strips. Like, if I had a piece of paper and I had like strips like that, not the whole thing, but like strips. Yeah.
You think? Okay. Now, we're going to put it in here and let it proof for about 1 more hour. We're going to do it 60 more minutes. Now, what happened here? Why did we take that off? What used to be there?
A knob.
A handle, yeah, knob. Okay, so why did we take it off of there?
Because it wasn't really safe if we put that in there.
Well, it wasn't going to be safe if we put this into the oven, right? We didn't want it to melt because we weren't sure if it was oven safe, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit more olive oil, okay? And what I want you to do, I want you to do it. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. And I'm going to get a paper towel, okay? And I want you to rub all the olive oil around with the paper towel. Can you do that?
Okay, so...
Just rub it all around. Just rub
put it on there.
Yeah, rub it all around. There you go. And do it on the sides. There you go.
It kind of makes it look like we're washing it.
Well, you know what we're doing? Why we put the olive oil on there?
For the dough won't stick.
Very good. Okay. All right. I think that's good.
It's yellow.
Yeah, it is yellow, isn't it? Okay. All
it
right.
looks like you're patting someone's tummy. I feel that.
Oh, yeah. All right. So then we're going to put this beautiful ball of dough right there. And we are going to, don't do it too much. We got to leave it in a ball. We're going to put this on top of it. And then we're going to put this in a warm spot. And we're going to set it for 60 minutes, right? And we're going to let it rise. And then we're going to put it in the oven. And we're going to bake it. And then we're going to have some beautiful, awesome bread. All right. Say we'll see you in a couple minutes.
We'll see you in a couple minutes.
So, what have we done? What has it done?
It's, like, it's come up, like...
What do you call that? What were we letting it do? Do you remember what it's called?
No, but I know that the yeast made it come up.
It made it bigger, puffed it up. So we proofed it, is what it's called. We proofed it to let it rest and rise, right? We did it how many times?
3.
3 times?
I mean...
How many times did we do it? We did 2 times, right?
Yeah, 2 times.
The first time we let it do for how many hours? We let it do it for 2 hours, right? And then we took it out and we laid it on the counter with a little bit of flour and you kneaded it, right? And then we put it back into the Dutch oven that we're actually going to cook it in, and we let it proof for an hour, right? So now it's gotten bigger, right? Okay. So then what did we do with the oven?
We turned it on.
We preheated it. Okay. So yeah, it is warm. So we're gonna put this in the oven, and the only thing is that it says, okay, we have to do one thing. We have to make an X on it. So Papa is going to get a very sharp knife, and Papa's going to do this.
He's going to make an X on the dough.
I'm going to make an X on the dough.
That's really small.
Oh, it's a paring knife. So it's called scoring it. And what this does is this is going to allow the bread to open up. It's going to, when it cooks, it's actually, these parts are going to come open a little bit, and the bread's going to get even bigger when it cooks.
Like this big?
It's going to get big. But now that we've done that, we're going to put the lid back on. We're going to put it in the oven. The only thing is it doesn't tell us how long to cook it. It just says, after 30 minutes, remove the lid, reduce the oven temperature to 375, and continue baking until the bread is nicely browned and cooked through.
I think you like open it up and see if it's good.
Well, we are going to have to maybe...
Or you can put a stick to it.
Like a
Toothpick.
Like a toothpick or something to see if it comes out clean on the other side?
Yeah.
We might have to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the oven. So stay right there so we don't get burned. And I'm going to stick this in the oven. And it's on 350, right? That's what you set it to.
Right.
So it's going to be in there for how many minutes did I say?
60.
It's going to be in there 30. And then we're going to take the lid off of it. So in 30 minutes, we'll come back. We'll take the lid off of it. We'll take a little peek. And we'll continue cooking. Okay? Well, it didn't tell us how long to bake it for, did it? It just said until it's golden brown, right? Or 200 degrees, right? Is that what it said? Yeah? I think it's done. We actually cooked it for 55 minutes. And I checked the temperature, and it's 200 degrees inside. So I think it's ready. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to put this right here. We're going to take this out. Does it smell good? Can you smell it?
Yeah.
Does it smell good? It looks beautiful, Amarra. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now don't touch the pan, it's really hot. But isn't it pretty how when we cut the top? Bless you. Excuse you. Isn't it pretty how we cut the top? How it?
Yeah, it kind of made that. It kind of made some crust in it right there.
And that's what it looks like. Now we got to let it out, and we got to put it on a cooling rack and let it cool down for about 30 minutes before we can eat it. So I'm going to get a cooling rack. Right there's my cooling rack. And we're going to flip this out. Now watch out, don't touch it. Oh, goodness, it might be real hot. But, what does that sound like? Can you do that? It sounds hollow. When it sounds hollow, that means the bread is done. Oh look, there's a little tiny piece. Here, you want that piece? Yeah, but be careful, it's hot. It's not hot? Is it nice and crunchy? It smells wonderful. Does it taste good? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Can you believe it took us 4.5 hours to make this bread? About 5 hours? We've been working on this bread really hard, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Yes. Well, you know what? You did a really good job. Thank you so much for sharing your recipe with me and doing such a wonderful job. I look forward to doing this with you again. You want to do this again?
Sure.
Sure? Okay. Well, we'll have to bake some more. Listen, it's talking. It's talking. Shh. You hear it? It's crackling. It's popping. Isn't that cool? This is a really good crust.
And there's a little thing in the middle. But why does all these other ones like that, there's like kind of the edge and this one's like that?
Well, because it broke off and you ate it. Yeah. All right. Well, Amarra, thanks for sharing your recipe again. And I enjoyed cooking with you today, baking with you. We didn't cook, we baked. And I look forward to doing this recipe with you again. You want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
All right, bye-bye.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Maybe we can make cookies one time.
Well, maybe we can. Make all kinds of stuff. Okay?
I will see you later.
All right, give me a kiss. All right, love you.